For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Follow the money.
That's what I always say. You always follow the money.
Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Pauly Howard on VSiN.
Welcome in. It is Follow the Money here on VSiN. We're live in downtown Las Vegas, Circa Resort Casino. Busy hour coming up. Again, we'll hit the NBA and NHL numbers for tonight's very impressive betting card that we have in matchups. Derek Stevens expected to join us bottom of the hour. Our best bets in pocket plays. We'll talk NFL draft here. We got Major League Baseball, Pauly, and the Yankees-Guardians game. First pitch in about 10 minutes. It's Warren going for the Pinstripers. Bybee is going for the Guardians. Bybee has allowed 7 home runs so far on the year. Only 2 pitchers have allowed more.
Hello, look who you're facing.
The Yankees have smacked a league-leading 40 home runs overall. Mm-hmm. Now, I looked at home run props in this game specifically because of that and other reasons. I could not find myself to bet any Yankees because the numbers are just... It's baked in, I think. Yeah. And they're, 2-1 on Judge. No, thank you. And Chisholm is even like around 4-1 or plus 450. So I pass in this game. Do anything here? Guardians are 6-1 at home. They've outscored foes 31-14.
Yeah, they're hot. I would like the over though in this one. And mention home run derby. Everything you mentioned as well.
Yeah.
So over 8.5. Yep. How about the Padres and Tigers? Now Padres on the road. Different team. Pivetta against Flaherty. Good matchup. This is a 10-game homestand for Detroit. They're 9-2 at home, and more on that coming up, by the way. And they're 4-1 on the current homestand. But again, the Friars, most of their losses on the road this year.
I got the comparisons right here.
It's night and day.
You ready for this?
Sure.
12-1 at home, 4-6 on the road. They score almost 2 runs more per game at home. Their ERA, Pauly, at home is 1.3, on the road 5.14. The run differential at home is plus 48. On the road, it's negative 15. That is something else right there.
Yeah, that's real. Yep. And I know I blew your mind earlier before the show started. So we got a small sample, but this is the best winning percentage since the turn of the century for home teams. They're almost 62%.
Wow.
What they've done. I just mentioned what Detroit's doing at home. You mentioned what the Padres have done. They started out with 11 in a row. Dodgers are 10-2. Mets are 10-1. There are so many teams crushing it at home this far this season.
Yeah, which also means that you're going to have a lot of teams with nasty records on the road. That's one of my angles for tonight because the Rockies are playing at the Royals. Mm-hmm. Feltner takes on Bubic in this game. Now, get a load of some of this stuff here with Colorado. They have a negative 51 run differential. That is folks, that is the worst in Major League Baseball by 23 runs. And we're a week away from May. The Rockies are 1-11 on the road. Now, Royals are in bad shape right now. They're coming up. This is not a true Malinsky special, but they're coming off of a very long road trip that did not go well. They're 6-4 at home. Bubic, 3 out of 4 starts have been quality. The only game at home was against Baltimore, 6 2/3. That was on April 6th. 4 hits, no earned, 8 Ks. The Rockies have a 30.4% K rate, by far the worst in Major League Baseball. I laid 2.5 runs in this game tonight.
Bryce?
Try to predict the blowout, plus
Sure.
155 here.
Good. Don't have a win against a lefty either, along with the Twins. Only 2 teams not to get that done. And then the road record as well. Also, if you want to dabble and look forward to May for most wins, I know that timing isn't the best, but
okay, good.
31 of the next 34 games for Kansas City are against teams at or below 500.
I like where your head's at.
So you can take a look at May for that and get ready for it as well. And Witt's got the 13-game hitting streak.
Oh, very good. By the way, one more thing on the Padres-Tigers game. Tatis in his career off Flaherty, 7 for 10.
Really?
2 home runs.
Okay.
So, but that's the best batter versus pitcher matchup that we have tonight is in this Blue Jays-Astros game, but don't look now. Chris Bassett's like, I don't know, what is he, the best pitcher in baseball or second best pitcher in baseball so far?
Get a .77?
Kid's been absolute nails.
Yeah.
Alvarez for the Astros in his career, 8 of 19. That's a .421 average and 5 home runs.
Mm-hmm.
but he's like 3-1 to hit a home run in this game tonight. But how about some of the pitching that the Blue Jays are getting from their starters?
I know. Full marks. Credible. Yep. And Bayo comes back for the Red Sox tonight too, and they're 13-11. So there's a lot of good stuff going on as well. I got to go 2 overs. Okay. Number 1, I have to go over in the Baltimore game. With Kramer, this is ridiculous.
No,
they lose 24-2 the other day. Boy, did they blow this or what? They're not going anywhere. Worst ERA in baseball, 6 and change. Nats, worst pen ERA in baseball, 7 and change.
That's okay.
And the total's only 9.
Oh, you might want to get involved live with this game.
Kramer against Parker, coming up in half an hour. Oh, it's so bad what Baltimore has done, and Washington's bullpen as well. And then we go.
The total's 9, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And then we go to the launching pad tonight. A's at home against the Rangers. It was 9. It's up to 10.5 though. Oh boy! But the A's at home, 2-7, outscored 62-33, minus 29 run differential. Corbin, in a crazy story, was walking around and got bit by a spider, and then his foot swelled up before the game. He went on through a gym. It's like these guys who go out to the club and they wake up the next day and they're fine. They drop 30 or whatever. But so he finally pitched a solid game. But again, it's Corbin who's been batting practice for 4 years against the A's in this launching pad in Sacramento. You're paying a price. It's up to 10.5 in some spots. But if you get 10, I just think you got to take the over again with this one.
Also, the A's games at home at night.
And not day.
Have been great to the over. Day games have been really good to the under.
Mm-hmm.
So I bet I tailed our buddy Joe Osborne on X today. The angle here is Patrick Corbin under 15.5 outs.
Good.
Laid 25 cents with that one.
Good look.
Expecting, the A's to get some runs here, and that guy's been a gas can for the most part over 4 years, like you mentioned. So that's the play there.
I really like the Phillies as well, and they are favored. A lot of respect. Boy, Nola's terrible.
I know it.
Again. But any event, that shows you the respect because the Mets are 10-1 at home. It's Sanchez against Canning, yet Sanchez and the Phillies are $1.25, $1.30 on the road. They've won all of his starts this year.
Oh, he's a real deal.
And last year, in his starts, 4-0 against the Mets. He was 1-0 with an ERA of 3. And I think they'll get it done and get enough off Canning as well. I don't mind under 8 as well. Mets #1 in baseball in ERA. Total of 8. But I think the Phillies bounce back and get the win here, too.
How about that Mets record overall?
A good team. Good pitching.
16-7.
Yeah. Lindor 1 of 14 against lefties.
And
that's another one.
Remember, with all their injuries to begin the year, it's like, oh, God, Mets fans are crying already. Yeah. And I can understand it. The pitching's, they're injured. It's not going to work. It's going to be a long year. Nope. Been the exact opposite. Pitching's been great, and that overall record does not lie at this point, 16-7 overall. So I wanted to make the case for the over in the Dodgers-Cubs game with May taking on Imanaga.
What's going on? The wind's got to be blowing out, isn't it?
Well,
because May's been awesome, and Imanaga at home is sick.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the wind is too bad tonight. I'm not going to bet it over, though. So the reason why I wanted to is because the difference between May's ERA and FIP is more than a run and a half. Also, he's been very lucky with the batting average of balls in play. It's sub-160, so getting lucky there. And Imanaga, the ERA is 2.22, but the FIP is 4.45. Both guys are walking 3+ batters per 9 innings. But the Dodgers are, believe it or not, they're dreadful against lefties. So, and once I saw the total was 8.5 and the wind's really not blowing out, I said, that's too high. If it was 7.5, I'd play it over. 8.5, I can't get there. So that's a pass for me.
I haven't talked to you. Are you doing anything with stolen bases still? Or Milwaukee, 34 stolen bases, Cubs 31, Seattle 32 stolen bases, most in team history at this point.
I am not, and that's a mistake, but here's what you need to pick up on, and that is the catchers who will allow stuff like this to happen, and also like when they're behind the plate, specifically when certain pitchers are going as well. Did you see the day that the Reds beat the Orioles 24-2? I was blown away at the box score because everybody did something impressive. That Hayes kid, I think, had like 6 hits. That same day, the Brewers had 9 stolen bases.
Oh, yes, I saw that.
9.
Yeah. Right.
I'm like, okay, that's where it's like, okay, file that away for the A's because that was their opponent that day. And the next time that guy's going to take the mound because there might be something there. 9 is completely unacceptable, Paul.
Mm-hmm. It's a joke. Come on.
Yep.
It's embarrassing. Come on. Pirates hitting 206. Second worst in the league.
Oh.
Yeah. How bad is this club? Boy, oh boy. And the Angels, good job. The Angels are fighting, playing good ball. Soriano's $2 tonight at home.
I like
That's
him.
one. And the Twins. Second worst start since 1961. They're 250 against the White Sox.
Sure.
They beat them 21-24. I just mentioned what the Pirates are doing. White Sox are hitting $196.
Oh.
$196.
Wow.
Yep. And it's Ken Ober, remote control. 250 against the White Sox at home. It's dreadful.
For a bad
outfit.
team.
Oh,
Twins
I
are
know
a
they're
bad team.
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of good stuff going on.
Yep. So how about this? Do you know the Cardinals are 1-10 on the road?
I did not know that. Wow.
And
I knew
they
were in a funk, but that's...
Yep. They've lost 5 straight.
25th bullpen ERA as well. Could be good from an in-play standpoint. Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah, and they play at the Braves tonight. So
okay, and Strider, he was supposed to go right now. He's hurt. Went on the DL yesterday.
And one more to maybe pay attention to tonight as well. The Rays play at the D-backs. Littell takes on Brandon Pfaadt.
He's been good.
Yep. The Rays are 22 games into the season.
Okay.
Remember, they've played 3 road games.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
And they were swept at Texas in early April.
Correct.
So this is only the second series of the entire year so far for them, which is crazy. But that's, front-loaded early on, play some of those games.
Trouble ahead. There's danger here, Sherry, right? You have all those home games and your 4 games under 500.
I know.
Yeah.
So maybe just something to pay attention to where, again, very small sample size there, but it could be something where it doesn't go well for them on the road.
Yes.
Plus Pfaadt is good. And the Diamondbacks are also, this NL West this year is going to be something else, man.
Heavy hitters. We're underway in Carolina, too. Game 2.
Okay.
Just dropped the puck.
And the Yankees, look at this. Yankees got a run already. Was it a leadoff home run? It was a leadoff home run.
Gave up another one.
Yep. Just like that. Are you kidding me? We'll hit the NBA card coming up next with all the numbers you need to know.
It was Judd. Was it Judd?
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
All right, well, we got early action, both these games going on right now. Major League Baseball, Yankees 1-0 lead, top of the first at Cleveland. Ben Rice, leadoff tater, his 6th of the year. He was, I think, a pretty decent number to hit a home run in this game. And in the NHL game, Jersey strikes quickly, Pauly. 1-0, 4 minutes in at Carolina.
Yep, scratch my back with a hacksaw. They jumped right on him, and the soft rebound. Good job. New Jersey jumped on them, and they get the goal a couple minutes in. So now Carolina playing from behind. Maybe not bad in play.
They're minus 130 in that neighborhood.
Really? Yeah. I
Carolina.
like that. Yep. Now, so that Jonathan Davis angle, 3-0 now. If you lose game 1, you come back and score in the first period.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah, that's another one. They are plus 230 on the puck line here. And you liked him to win in regulation. That's got to be a pretty decent number right now.
Yeah. You got to get their act together, though. Brenda Moore is chewing their ass already. It's a bad 4-minute start to the game.
5 shots to 1 already in that game.
Completely flipped from game 1, but a lot of time left.
Let me get you the updated live number here in the baseball game as well. The total is 8.5, and the Yankees are minus 130 to win the game with Will Warren going here in that game. But they're still batting against Tyler Bybee. Oh, he just got out of it. Okay. NBA action tonight. You like the Pacers a lot.
Yep.
In this game.
Better team. I think the Lillard thing is a bit of a smokescreen. He will play, but he said he won't know until warm-ups how long he'll go. You also worry about conditioning, that he hasn't played since March 18th. It kind of hurts from a prop standpoint because it's really messed with the prop points tonight, what happened. Lillard was 19.5. He came down to 17.5, And then Freak is still up there at 32.5. And remember, the last 2 years, Indiana has had no answer for this guy. And he's 32.5 tonight, which is a big number. But again, not much help. Who can you depend on? Then you got, how about Kuzma? Kuzma's 10.5. He didn't score in the, he had the, just getting the conditioning in. Didn't score, no rebounds, no assist, no blocks.
That's going to go down as one of,
it's a Tony Snell game.
It's one of the biggest stink bombs
absolutely
at the deadline for like a team that thought they were a contender in a long time.
Yep.
The guy's a horrendous basketball player.
Yes. And a head case.
And I know people, I'm from that state, and people, as soon as they got him, they're like, oh my God, he's terrible on Washington. And as soon as he came over, they're like, this guy can't even be on the court. He's so bad and gives them like nothing almost every single night. So
it's a big total and should be a high-scoring game. And there's a lot of guys here where I actually disagree with Wes. I like Halliburton's points under, and it's up to 19.5. He referenced the article about overrated. Milwaukee, Siakam has owned Milwaukee. He's 19.5. I like McConnell, and he played well in game one. He only has to score 8 points. And how about your guy Porter? 8.5 for Milwaukee. If he's going to get running, he's going to get minutes, and Kuzma's not going to shoot or get the ball. You maybe think a guy, an energy guy, and he could get to the free throw line. And again, when you're talking about a total this high, like 230, and what could be a track meet, I mean, someone's got to help out Freak here and chip in, and I don't think it's going to be Lillard.
Well, so how much will a guy like Porter, though, be impacted by Lillard's return here?
Yeah, good question.
They're correlated a little bit there.
Well, what do you think he has? He hasn't played in a month?
It all comes down to conditioning here.
Yeah. And see how I'll feel in warm-ups, too.
Right. It's not like he has like an injured wrist where it's going to really affect his shooting. That's not baked into here. It's not like a typical injury, as we were talking about, I think, a little bit earlier today off the air. It's just, okay, hasn't played in a long time. Is he going to be able to go out there and actually breathe and be on the court and run up and down for 30 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah,
I think it's going to be a fast-paced, yes.
Freak's PRA for the first game was 53.5 on the opener. But he absolutely just destroyed. He took a wrecking ball to them in the regular season.
Yes, he did.
To your point, they don't have an answer for him.
Let me. So you mentioned you're from that area. What do you think happens if they go out quietly here? This would be the third year in a row they lose in the first round.
When you told me that earlier today, I was genuinely stunned. I did not recognize it or realize that it was 3 years in a row potentially here. Well, they have to make wholesale changes, right? I mean, how can you possibly come back with Doc Rivers as your head coach? That was just a terrible idea when they did this. And I mean, what else can you do? They have a very old roster.
Yeah.
I think it's been like the oldest or one of the oldest in the entire league now for many, many years. It's not getting any younger for the most part. And so like your core guys have a lot of miles on the odometer, and they have just, quite frankly, wasted the prime of Giannis Antetokounmpo. So, by the way, we're seeing this with two teams in the NBA right now. It's Milwaukee with Freak, and it's Denver with Joker.
Yes. Where you only got one title. Denver still has time, but I think they've wasted it, what they've done. And if they go out in the first round, and how the Cronkies didn't spend money.
Oh, terrible job.
I mentioned this yesterday, how they offer most points, rebounds, assists, and threes.
Now we're talking.
For every series. They have it for the entire first round also at DraftKings. That's awesome. And Freak is plus 120. This is a fascinating bet, prop, and handicap. Because how long, you got to handicap how long the series will go, too. Like, I think that Knicks series can go 7. I think Milwaukee goes out in 5. So should Freak really be plus 120? Brunson's 3-1. Cunningham is 16-1.
16-1.
Kawhi Leonard's 30.
Well,
he's had 39 points. Do they take him out in 5?
Right.
Or does it go 7? But this is wild how they offer the entire first round with everyone, and not in addition to every individual series, too. Good job.
How about Luka or Austin Reeves?
Luka's plus 180. Reeves is, he did not play well in game 1.
No, he did not. Or I don't think LeBron would do it, but is there a player there on the Lakers? Do you want to go somebody for the T-Wolves? If you think this
Ant's
series
40.
He's 40, huh?
I think it's more of a balanced attack.
I think that can be a long series.
Okay.
I think it can be a long one. I don't think the Rockets-Warriors has long series written all over it.
No, I don't want Curry.
No. I think you look at a player on the Knicks Pistons there, it might be the angle.
Cat is 10-1 for rebounds. Like Zubac's $1.10, Joker plus 270. It might only go 5.
What's the honest?
Freak's 3-1. Might only go 5.
Well, here's why.
Cats 10-1 and Duran's 16-1.
One of the bets that I made on that series, and this is the reason why I kind of wanted to only go 4 games. And if the Bucks get swept, I think I can cash this ticket. Giannis to have 10 rebounds in every game of the series was, I believe, plus 325 or plus 350 when I bet it. I mean, that goes 7 games, 7 games, then the chances go down, obviously. But if they're swept in 4 or if it goes 5 games, I like my chances for him to grab double-digit rebounds every single night. I mean, because he's going to be playing a ton of minutes. He has to. They don't have much else. And again, to our point here, he has been, the numbers that he has put up and produced against Indiana all year long are video game stuff.
Yep.
So that's going to continue.
And I think Siakam can get him down low too and score 20. And he was a big reason why they won that series last year. What he do? Well, the injuries also played a factor as well. How scared are you with what happened in Game 1 with the Lakers? I mean, to me, these are alarming, shocking numbers.
Yeah, I got to be.
Well, that's not one game. It's a pivotal Game 1 where you have home court and you piss it away in 2 quarters. And what they did in the second quarter to him, to obliterate him like that, and to get 27 wide open threes and make 19 of them, and then the Lakers don't commit their first foul until 21 minutes into the game. It means they're not close to anyone, not guarding anyone. Mm-hmm. And this whole strategy, which worked out well in the regular season, but we wondered, was it real, about we're going to pack the paint, you can shoot threes, force these other guys to make them, and Minnesota's going to knock those down. They just are. And plus, they don't count on Gobert to score anyways.
Right.
So but defensively, though, he can shut them down and not let guys penetrate and attack the rim. And plus, the Lakers don't have any size down low. I'll agree with Wes, where this is where they miss AD in this matchup.
I think Wes is kind of spot on with that, potentially. With the zigzag theory here, it's all baked into this. So with the number, the Lakers' first quarter bounce back, first half bounce back, anything there, shop around here. At DraftKings, they're 2.5 for the first quarter.
I know it's hard to get a read on Minnesota, though.
You can't bet that.
I know what they did last year against Denver, and then they swept Phoenix, but then they embarrassed themselves against Dallas. It could be a team that's like, all right, we'll celebrate. We won Game 1. We're in L.A. Mission accomplished. We'll see you Game 3.
Yeah. Lakers are also up at DraftKings now. They're 4 for the first half. Oh, boy, you want to talk about that being baked in for the zigzag. That is big time.
Yeah. And Memphis, 14.5. I think Wes is right. First half is better.
Probably.
Because the OKC's got that run in them. And all 5 times they've blown them out and done whatever they wanted offensively.
That run happened in one of the last times they played in the regular season where it was tight. And I think in the fourth quarter, tie game, I think, in fact. And they just hit him with like a 23-1 run, and that was it.
Want to know where the money really is going? Unlike other sources, our splits come straight from Circa and DraftKings, giving you insight and where the sharp action's landing. Circa's known for taking big bets from pro bettors. That means you're getting the real action, not just public money, but the kind of wagers that move lines. See the percentage of bets versus percentage of handle on every game across every major sport, helping you make smarter, more informed bets. Get the summer special right now, $59 until August 1st. VSiN.com/subscribe. Every pick, every host, every guest. People love the betting splits and all the trends from Mackinnon and the picks every single day and props in hockey with Jonathan Davis. VSiN.com/subscribe.
So Carolina trailing New Jersey 1-0 here first period midway through. They are on the power play. But we are down to the final 30 seconds here on this power play. So big opportunity for them to get one back here and tie this game up.
Not good in the regular season on the power play.
Derek Stevens, owner, CEO of this great property, expected to join us coming up next year on VSiN.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Good to have you on board. It is Follow the Money here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network. Every Tuesday at this time, the owner and the CEO of this great property, Derek Stevens, joins us here in studio. Good to see you as always. How are you today?
Good. How you doing, fellas?
Doing really well. The city was absolutely on fire this weekend, as it always is. But, I mean, my God, the WrestleMania events and the video, I didn't go, but just looking at the videos and the photos from all the events that they had across town and then at Allegiant Stadium and then at T-Mobile, how nuts was it here for all the wrestling events?
I mean, it was just crazy. I did a lot of learning. You know, I enjoyed, I love events, right? I'm not a guy that knows a lot about wrestling. But I took a lot of pictures with wrestlers. I held a lot of belts. I took pictures. You know, our guy Aaron, we developed our own Circa belt. So like he basically said I had to carry the thing around for all weekend. We had a lot of fun with that. We traded belts. I learned how people that have belts, how you smack belts together as a sign of respect. So it was amazing. What a weekend.
So I love this, by the way. We asked Mike Palm last week when he was in studio. I was joking around. I'm like, look, I want to bet the main event. I want to bet Cena against Rhodes. And he goes, you know what? We actually did reach out to Nevada Gaming. We wanted to see with it in town if like, hey, can we put a couple of bets up on the board? And they just were like, absolutely not.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a different thing, you know. It's just,
yes.
I think you know it'd be a casual better thing if you could ever get it on. You know, some states allow you to bet on the Oscars.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, it's not something when the answer is known in advance.
How many people know that though? Oscars is like 2, right? 3 people. How many people would know the outcome of what happens?
If you could bet on it, I bet there's more than the 2 or 3 that you're talking about.
Damn right.
So
damn right.
I don't know. I mean, but yeah, just for more for some giggles here. Yeah, I think there'd been a lot of people that would have wanted to bet either on Cena or against Cena. I mean, I personally like this 3-way, the triple threat on Saturday night. I never even knew what a triple threat was. I kept asking everybody I asked, they weren't wrestling. Like, how do you do this with Roman Reigns? How do you do this with CM Punk? Mm-hmm. And then how do you do it with the guy that won the whole thing? Like, you got 3 guys in a ring. I didn't know that. You know, they all take turns, you know, pounding each other. And then you got Heyman coming in that adds something else to it. How do you handicap that?
Yeah, they set a record for biggest WrestleMania ever. What's the clientele like and the fan? Is it an eclectic mix of what the fans are like?
Yeah, you know, Circa might have been a little bit different because you know we're 21 and over. Uh-huh. I heard there's a lot of kids in town, a lot of kids everywhere. I mean, let's also remember, it's Easter weekend. It's not like it's been historically one of the best weekends. It's Easter weekend's not really made for Vegas necessarily. So overall, it was busy. I mean, hotel rooms were busy, packed, high hotel rates. Rooms are sold out. Restaurants were busy. So it was a great weekend. I think LVCVA did a great job trying to get this on.
You also had Circa Mania going on at Stadium Swim. That looked like a smashing success as well.
Yeah, so all of us, you know, usually we're down here in our spot watching sports, and we watched, you know, on Saturday afternoon and watched the Knicks Piston game, and after that was over, I'm like, hey guys, let's go up there and sneak up and see what's happening. Next thing you know, we fill up the 15th floor. We're looking at this. We're watching this triple threat. We're watching all these. We're like, this is hilarious. We had a good time. We had a good time watching it, and Stadium Swim got sold out for it. So I'm a wrestling fan now.
Do you remember? You don't get into Hogan and Iron Sheik when you were growing up?
Iron Sheik.
I mean,
Hogan was the biggest thing going in the 80s.
Yeah,
yeah, brother.
I don't know.
No?
I just
you don't
never.
Remember?
I remember, okay. But I never asked for the action figure. You know, just because it just wasn't my thing. I never asked for the Hulk Hogan action figure. Andre the Giant. Yeah, I know who he is.
Sure.
You know, after that, you got Mysterio. He's the guy with the mask, right? I remember those names.
Got it.
But that's about it.
How about, and I know Mike also mentioned this Wednesday, but what can this lead to, and what's the future where you cannot believe the handle on the Masters and how many people bet this and can't get enough, and it's only going to continue to grow?
I think this the Masters handle we had kind of blew us away. You know, we're in 5 states, and I was surprised to see the handle everywhere. I was surprised to see the growth. And then I think after a Masters like this, perfect weather, great field, tight back and forth action. Mm-hmm. My goodness, I think this Masters, the Masters of 2025, is going to be the launch pad for Masters of the next decade. What a great sport! And then from a betting perspective, you know, like I'll be up front. Circus Sports, we're behind. We are behind the 8 ball on our software, but we're building our own software. We're building our own tech, and it's going to be better, and it won't be too much longer. This is a sport with the new technology out there. My God, is it fun? You know, I'm betting on MGM's app, and And I'm betting almost like every 5 minutes I'm getting a bet down. It's such an incredible sport to bet on. I loved it. I think Masters betting is just gonna continue to skyrocket.
I tell people that all the time because I still have like family members, friends who are like, "You watch a lot of golf. You also bet on this stuff." And like they always say it's so boring. I'm like, okay, again, think about what you just said. If you bet this sport, and all it's going to take is one outright winner. That's all you're going to be hooked for life, right? But if you bet the sport, you're going to watch, and you're going to have like the time of your life over 4 days watching it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's an amazing sport to bet.
It's one of the best sports to bet. There's no question about it. I understand a lot of people say, throw golf on, on a Sunday or Saturday when you're trying to take a nap type of thing. But I'll tell you put a few bucks on it. It is amazing how much fun it is. Yeah, I agree.
Thanks for this. We have our first Beyond the Booth Thursday. And the guy's a doctor, and he did it the right way. Go to vsin.com/Beyond the Booth. He has the cabana the whole day. He gets here at 10 in the morning. He's got day baseball into the draft. He loves to bet. And we also have Jordan Scott and Sean Higgs and all these guys coming out in the summer. But this is the first guy who's coming out here on Thursday. Can't wait.
That's awesome.
And
so
he's fired up.
So, okay, so let me get this. So Doc here, Doc's got a cabana. He's going out there for day baseball. You guys got your show in here, right?
Yes.
And then you guys are going out right after the show out there to watch the draft with him?
Yep.
All night. Yep.
Awesome.
Yes.
I love it. Do you know what football team he's a fan of?
I didn't get that yet. No, he was asking us what teams we like. I said he's bringing gifts, which you don't have to do that. Hopefully the gift will be Taryn if she's out there serving us. But in any event, he was the guy who he went to one of these viewing parties inside a dome in these big cities for March Madness, and they only had only one game on.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I'm paying all this money. Where's the active content here? Right. We only got one game on.
No, there's no active content. I know these immersive new stadiums, they're awesome, but those things are a lot different than a sports book. They're different than a sports bar. People love them, but it's as if you're sitting in the first row at Lambeau Field or the first row at at Notre Dame's football stadium. Great place to watch a game. Yeah, it has to be a singular game. It's more Super Bowl orientated or a big college. It is not a place you want to go to if you're interested in multiple games. It's a different concept, but if you're there, it's unbelievable. We had a promo done because a few people were talking about it, and that's the difference between like what we got going versus what they've got going. But I know the people that have gone to see a game there, like it's a Monday night football. It's as if you are sitting right there in the Winfield Club or something like that.
You guys posted, I think, 15 player props or so for the NFL draft?
Yeah, 15 too many.
Okay.
No, okay.
Have you?
What an answer.
How has the handle been on them?
It's been way too high.
Way too high.
It's way too high.
You want zero handle, basically.
I don't want to do this.
Why do you hate it?
I'm capitulating to Chris Bennett, Jeff Benson. I don't even know that Mike Palm's pushing for it. I'm capitulating to Dylan, who's doing it for us. We've only won one time, and that was in COVID when Chris Bennett did it himself. But it's an impossible thing to win on. I mean, I don't know why this is legal. It doesn't make sense to me. We couldn't book on WrestleMania, right? Well, it's scripted. Well, so is this. I guarantee somebody knows who's taking the 29th pick. There's somebody listed out there is over-unders at 50. But somebody out there knows if this guy goes past 35, he's gone. People know. And the word gets out.
What about trades, though? That throws people off.
It does. It does throw. Yeah.
I get caught chasing steam,
you
too.
never. I don't know. In NFL draft, we never won a trade.
All right.
Well, okay. All right.
Yeah. Thanks for this, too. Derek stepping it up. This summer, go all in at Circa Las Vegas, the ultimate getaway package. Just $400 all in. 2-night stay at Circa, $100 dining credit, $100 beverage credit, your own day bed at Stadium Swim. All for just $400. Limited time offer between May 26th and September 4th. Lock it in now. The all-in summer package, circalasvegas.com.
Wow, that's incredible.
Wow.
Take advantage of that today. And in-pocket plays coming up next.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
An algorithm to determine the winner of any given college basketball game.
Someone gives you 10,000 to 1 on anything. You take it. Take it. Take it.
I bet you $20 I can get you gambling before the end of the day. No way. I'll give you 3 to 1 odds. Nope. 5 to 1. Nope. 10 to 1. You're out.
All right. Winner earlier today with Man City. They are getting, I think the prices are too low, but then again, this should have been a draw. This was 1-1 in the 94th minute. Man City scores in a huge match for top 4, top 5, where you're going to finish in the Prim. They beat Villa, and Mitch is right on the penalties and deduction, which never is going to come now, I guess. With less than a month left in the season, that's a winner. The pending, Kings to win the series, plus 110. Good start against the Oilers. I was ready to bet more on the Kings if they Edmonton didn't have that comeback. That was a weird game now, because it was total domination for the first 50 minutes. And then all of a sudden it's 5-5. But we'll see how it happens. Now minus 210 adjusted series price. Pacers tonight on the money line, minus 180. They've owned the Bucks. Tough matchup for Milwaukee. I don't expect much out of Lillard. And Carolina to win in regulation, minus 150. New Jersey leads 1-0. End of the first period. Carolina's $1.20 in play, 4.5. I'd go under 5.5 in play. Got to see what that is. 4.5 over minus 180 at DraftKings. Good luck, everyone.
Okay, back to you as well. Back at you. Pending draft props. Bunch of them here. Jahdae Barron, under 18.5 plus 150. I have not checked the latest price on that. I'll have an update on some of these numbers coming up.
He's 8 to 1 to go top 10.
8 to 1 top 10.
You were talking about that earlier. You got 10. Yeah.
Matthew Golden, first wide receiver drafted, 2 to 1. This a couple of days ago at the spot where I bet it, he was like minus 105. Now he's back to like plus 140. So a lot of chatty here that McMillan's going to go like maybe top 5. So it's going to be a tough one to win, I think. Dolphins first drafted position, O-line, plus 120. Packers first drafted position. This is a smaller bet. Wide receiver, 6 to 1. Something they haven't done since they took Javon Walker in 2002. Wide receiver in the first round. And then tonight, let me get my baseball numbers here. The Rockies are playing at the Royals. The Rockies' run differential is minus 51. That's the worst in Major League Baseball by 23 runs already. They're 1-11 on the road. Bubic has had 3 really good starts to the year out of 4. That was almost another quality start as well. Only 1 start so far at home, but he completely shut down and was dominant against Baltimore. The Rockies have a 30.4% K rate, by far the worst in Major League Baseball. I'm laying 2.5 runs with the Royals. They're not in great shape. They had a rough road trip, and this is their first game back home. Not a Malinsky special because he had yesterday off, but I'm laying 2.5 runs at plus 155 in that game. And I mean, Patrick Corbin, you detailed this earlier this hour when he was almost, almost bitten by a rattlesnake or some crazy...
Apparently a spider bit him.
Whatever it was.
His foot swelled up and he went out and threw a gem.
So, but he's been a terrible starting pitcher in baseball for many years now. And these night games in Sacramento for the A's have been producing a lot of runs. I'm going under 15.5 outs at minus 125 in that game tonight.
Makes sense. Like it.
Okay.
This, is it the summer draft, Luke?
Special, I think.
All right. NFL draft, one of the few betting events where research beats reputation. VSiN Pro ups you cash in. Get VSiN Pro access through August 1st, just $59. A full summer of sharp betting insights at half the price. Every best bet, every host, every guest. The betting splits, 24/7 video access, Full access to the betting trends and breakdowns from the draft to the Derby and beyond. Every sport, every edge, one low price. VSiN.com/subscribe. VSiN.com/subscribe.
The odds shifted today for Shedeur Sanders, where he's going to get drafted by which team. The Steelers became the short shot on the board, plus 310 earlier this morning. And now at DraftKings, that's plus 190.
Oh, wow.
Pittsburgh to take him.
There was a comment that the Rodgers stuff doesn't influence what we're going to do in the draft. But I'm here for anything. I think Von Tobel has something there that only one guy could go, reminiscent of the year Pickett only went in the first round. And I also think several people have made the case Dart can go ahead of Sanders.
Yeah. By the way, BetMGM, they have that prop up. How many quarterbacks are going to get drafted in the first round? It's now under 2.5 is minus 105.
What a move.
That was, I think at, was it DK or Caesars last week? Over was minus 475. And the under, I think, was plus 340 on that. So that is some severe steam on that. And there's also this, the Browns, this is according to Adam Schefter, the Browns and Giants are taking calls on the number 2 and number 3 pick, respectively.
No, garbage. Absolutely no.
What do you mean?
I don't buy it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I thought you were calling Schefter like a total buffoon.
Well, no, I'm
kidding.
Remember, this is the network now that doesn't want to report the news and the sports. They want to be. And I know it infuriated you what happened years ago, draft time, when he sat on the Rodgers story for 2 months. And he brought it out about, he wants out, probably not going to end well in Green Bay.
That was draft day.
Yeah. He sat on it for that day and had the story. Mm-hmm. So that's just, now 2 days before, I don't buy it.
Right. When we haven't had this is in the common draft era, this is the latest we've ever gone before the draft without getting a trade in the first round. Haven't had one. So are we going to get like total fireworks on Thursday night? It's possible. We could.
I mean, Friday it was just no interest from teams to wanting to move up. Don't expect many trades. That's what it was. And now, okay, they're getting phone calls.
Right.
Well, because people want Hunter at number 2 now, which the Browns are taking, and he went from $3 to $8
right,
to go to Cleveland. No.
So there's also this angle too. And I don't, for the life of me, I really don't think people have the Patriots pick pegged at number 4.
I think it's Campbell, but okay, fair.
They automatically
he's a
assume,
big price, but that's,
right.
Could be wrong.
But let me just throw this at you here quickly. Their running backs are god-awful. And I was a big fan of Ramondre Stevenson a couple years back. Major fumbleitis, and Antonio Gibson is not an every down back. And they were like dead last or very bottom in the NFL at certain and key metrics as running backs last year. Mike Vrabel was the head coach for a long time in Tennessee, where the focal point of the offense was Derrick Henry, and I'm not calling Ashton Genty like Derrick Henry. However, Ashton Genty is like one of the best running back prospects we've had in this NFL event in several years.
Mm-hmm. I love him. I think this is crazy, though. Top 5 pick?
Well, that's possible. But how is it, like, if suddenly Genty is even money or even a little odds on to go to Jacksonville at number 5, that to me is bonkers. I think Jacksonville would be out of their minds by taking Ashton Genty. So the Raiders, obviously, they've had interest here in this guy, according to reports, for a long time. But we've heard the Broncos potentially like him. So if Jacksonville likes him at number 5, and that's out now, that was 30-1 last week or 2 weeks ago. The Raiders like him. The Patriots can't maybe trade out. Well, first of all, they could easily take him, in my opinion, Genty, or they could trade out to a team that is really super high on the guy and wants to get ahead of both the Raiders and Jacksonville to take him at number 4. Now, again, you may be taking your life in your own hands as the GM by making that trade, but I don't think it's the craziest thing I've ever heard. There's
going to be a big surprise. I know.
There will be.
Someone will reach. Someone will do something you question. Who knows? Remember the one year we started off with the bong mask, or
that's right.
Whatever you had that story with Tunsil. I mean, you never know. Something crazy. I'll never forget the Bosa year.
Of course, nobody had him. Nobody had that.
How well they kept that secret since September?
How many people had Penix to Atlanta last year?
Another good one, right?
I'm talking like the leading into the draft. Did anybody have that?
Yeah. If you were close to blank, Apparently, don't wear another team's head at a charity golf event.
Yeah.
It'll piss them off. Who knew?
You might want to have the Falcons logo on your attire there.
Yeah, he showed up to practice today and surprised a lot of people. Why are they going to trade him? Why don't I just trade for him if I'm the Steelers or somebody?
Kirk?
Why not?
Yeah, he should be in play.
He was at their workout today.
Yeah. I think we can assume that he's going to be, healthier than he was this past year.
Yeah,
He
right.
couldn't move,
Yeah.
but
So, by the way, Mitch booked this already. You got to go to circalasvegas.com. The all-in summer package. How good is that again?
oh, it's incredible.
We had to run through it quick, but 2-night stay, $100 dining, $100 beverage, and your own day bed at the pool.
It's paying for everything right there.
Yeah. May 26th through September 4th. CircaLasVegas.com, the all-in summer package.
And they have awesome restaurants here. I'll put Barry's up against almost any steakhouse in the country. I think Barry's is absolutely fantastic. Also a big fan of 8 East.
Yes, it is.
I think I've had 8 East 40 times. There's not a bad thing on the menu.
Uh-huh.
And I go all around the world there, man. I'm not afraid.
Good for you.
Prime time's next.
Hardcore.
Von Tobel, Humans, next 4 hours leading into Cashing Out with Joe Serralo. Wake up tomorrow, 7 a.m. Eastern Time with VSiN by the books. Good luck tonight.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.